Hey, what's up team? My name is Richard and today we're going to be unboxing Magnastorm. Alright, let's open her up, shall we? Oh yeah. That always scares me with the knife. Getting it right there, maybe might catch some of the outer artwork box. We're just gonna open up that nice, that nice new fresh box feeling. Gotta get a little dent right here from shipping. It's all right. Let's see what's inside. Okay, got the instruction booklet. Never seen one of these before. Let's look at the English version. So I hear a lot of comparisons to this, to Gaia Project, which was a really strategic game. This one here, it takes, apparently it's a lot more streamlined. It might be a more easier to learn, I would say. There it is, Gaia Project. So it's from the same makers. We got commanders here. You got a tech track. Here we go. Here's your action board selection tool kit right here, where you're going to put your little workers. Here we have, looks like a player board. You're going to be putting your guys here and then removing them and adding them to the main board, or your action selection board over there. And this is a game for 4 players, 2 to 4 players. No solo mode. That's all right. We could still play it solo. Am I right, guys? Okay. Anyway, so here's your main scoreboard thing that you can get. I guess this is for 3 players, or maybe less than 4 players. This one here, so you're going to be going up on this track. When you go up on the track, you gain whatever this is. This is a green track, blue track, red track, white track. And your little guy is going to go up, maybe a cube or whatever. Your little marker is going to go up this track. And then you're going to accumulate these things. A yellow being like a standard cube. White is going to be your cube. Black is going to be any cube of your choice that is in play, as my understanding. Here we have the board, the main board. Wow, that's cringy. Hate when I open up boards like that. But here's the main board for you folks. Let's see if we can get that in view. So we have like a dust storm in the middle. We have, here's your starting area, your points. This is probably what the round is going to look like. The storm is going to move, and wherever your turtles are, they either become active or generate stuff. I'm not sure. Then that looks like this track. Maybe you're going to get some stuff from there. It's all interesting. And it is a race. So here's the points on the outside here. If you are right here, if it's 2 players, it's a race to 25. 3 players, a race to 23. And 4 players, I don't see. I think it's on the other side. Yeah. So 4 players is going to be on this side of the board. And race to 27. And apparently you can get to 27 and then still gain more points. I think everybody has the same amount of turns, so there's that. Here we have Commander punch board, and there's a dust storm, so everybody can see where the dust is going to be. Looks like you're going to generate cubes based on where the dust storm is, and also maybe how many turtle bases you have on that particular space. Here's some more tokens. Decent quality. Got a little nice matte finish. Not super thick, Just generally the basic kind of cardboard you expect. Nothing that wows me. And here we have turtle bases. Let's open these up, check these out real quick. Orange is my color, so we got little orange turtle bases. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it cute? There's 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. And it looks like a little rover bot. Take a look at that. That's kind of cool. Look at him. He looks like Wally. Wally. Alright. Anyway. So we have pink, purple, gray, and orange. So we have four unique colors, like something you don't normally see in board games. Usually you get the standard red, yellow, blue, and green. But I like this. This is a welcome surprise. You got your bag here. You're going to be placing your cubes, people's cubes in here. Pulling them out and gaining cubes out of there. Here's going to be all your cubes. This is packaged neatly. This is really loud and annoying packaging. But your standard wooden pieces. So nothing too extravagant. Looks like you get 3, 4, 5 of your guys. And then I don't know how many of these. 9, 12, 15, 14 of these little pegs. And then you got one of each color. Also, here's your cubes. So cubes are going to be used as resources in this game. Used to buy stuff, used to upgrade stuff, and yeah. Black cubes. Is it black cubes? Black. So these are the player cubes. And apparently black is, it's like a proxy for one of your cubes, I believe. So if you pull this black cube out of the bag, you generate one of your own cubes. And then these are actually, they don't go in the bag, they actually stand outside your bag. And then if you get a black cube from the bag, then you pull one straight from your supply somehow, or some way, for some reason. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of what it's, from what I understand. Also, from what I understand, is this hasn't really come out in the US yet. So, it's pretty brand new. Not a lot of reviews out. So, I'm glad to get this out to you guys. I have no idea what these are. Oh, this is right. Okay, so, a unique thing, which is whatever. I think it's whatever, but apparently after each game, the winner, I don't know if this is the winner, but everybody will get one of these cards, and it'll add to your next game that you play. So this is like a stack of random resources or technology stuff that you get for free on your next gameplay. So think of Legacy, but not Legacy. So there's no like unlocking stuff, and it's nothing like super permanent, but on your next gameplay, I guess if you remember, you will draw one of these cards and you'll get like a black cube or a nothing. What? Okay. I don't know what that symbol is. Maybe that's a point or some kind of resource or whatever. Yeah, so shuffle these all up and then you get one of these at the end of the game. Cool. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see how it plays out and everything. It seems like it'd be unbalanced after a couple plays, but yeah, we'll see. These here are the scoring parameters. So if we go back to this thing here, you have your board, your little tech track, and scoreboard. So here you put these cards in this side, and then whenever you do this thing, your little cube will be at 10, if you do this thing, this is obviously in a different language. I hope I didn't get the wrong package. Did I get the wrong game? What the heck? Oh God. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, there's 8. I don't know what language it says, German or whatever. And then 8 regular ones. So these are going to go in here. And then whenever you do that parameter, retrieve 4 turtle labs from 1 sector, you will get 5 victory points. And you can only do that once. But then there's going to be, 3 other ones that you can do. So yep, that's what these are. These are going to be commanders, which you can accumulate somehow, some way, but really cool artwork. You got Justin Bieber, Forrester Dane, LNB Outridge, Akzil, okay, Idris, Yakul. I don't know these names. This is pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, and they give you ability. So when you gain this card, it's 2 points, but when you lose the card, you get -1 point. So yeah. And then they give you certain abilities. I have no idea what they mean, but they're obviously really icon heavy. So once you learn the icons, then you can pretty much figure out what each one does. Okay, here is Magnastorm set up. Right here, the main board, you have the planet Magnastorm. And this is going to be the storm that rotates around the board, destroying everything in its path. No, I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, so I just took a quick glance at the rules just to kind of give you a quick rundown of what all to expect in Magnastorm. First of all, I did tell you it's a race. So over here you have your reputation, and in a 2 to 3 player game you're going to be racing at either 25 or 23. That's the main board. Over here you're going to have your tech track, aka research board, and then your action board over here. So this is going to be the main meat of the game right here. Over here you're going to be putting your little turtle bases. So I have a player board set up right here. And then you're going to be taking turtle bases off here and placing them on the board wherever your little scout token is. I might get this wrong, but bear with me. This is just an overview. And so yeah, you're going to be placing turtle bases on the board and then accumulating resources in the second phase of the game. There are 2 phases. So the first phase is going to be the action selection part, and I'm going to try to get this in view. It's going to be over here. So you have your yellow guys, and then at the beginning of the game you're going to start by placing one. Each player is going to put one of their little guys from their personal supply out here, and that's just going to those aren't your actions. You can take, as your action, you can take any of these except for another player's guy. That sounds weird, but let's see. If there's a pink one here, I cannot take the pink one. I can take from everything else, including mine. And I will take one guy, and then I'll place it anywhere down here on this bottom part, taking an action. So down here are all the actions. These little spaces here with icons on them are bonus actions. So let's say I place this here. I could then take this action over here on the left. And the green part is where you gain resources. Notice the little hand. You would gain resources. This one here is the yellow cube, which are the basic credit cubes. And then black is your own credit cube. So here I would take my own credit cube. This one I could take 3 of my own credit cubes. 1, 2, 3. And then I place them on my board over here. I don't get an additional action. I could choose either to get stuff or to spend stuff. So I could spend 3 of my own cubes on a different action to do this action here, which is placing turtle bases out on the board, like that. And so you see, these are what you get. This is what you pay. These are bonus actions here. Like say if I went on this track here, this would allow me to go up on the red track, technology track. And excuse the glare, but here's the technology track. So at the beginning of the game, you actually start by picking one track to go up one on, and so I picked the blue. But if I went on the red, let's say I went up on the 2 area, I would gain whatever icon is right there. So black is anything, yellow is yellow, and white is any color, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is, yeah, so people are going to be going all the way up on these tracks, and then this is how you score reputation. And then once you get all the way up, you could potentially gain one of these peoples. They're researchers, and here are their research cards associated with those people. When you gain them, you gain an additional bonus, action, modification, and then you'll keep that until somebody takes it from you. Then you can do one of these actions over here. Is like this is part 2 of the round. The first phase of the round is going to be everybody's going to be taking these actions here until all of these are actually on the bottom board. And then once all of these guys are down here, then you flip it up like that and you switch it. And so what is now essentially the cost. So these guys might move around, and then this is going to be essentially the cost of to get this person up here, or to get any of these people up here. So I would have to pay 3 yellows to get this person, and this person gives me a bonus ability of becoming first player next round. White, I can go up on any research track and get a white cube, which is a cube of anything that I want. And then obviously these are icons, so once you learn those, you get bonus abilities, which should be like the best part, the coolest part of the game. Looks like whenever you take the green hand over here, you also get to take a research action, maybe, or maybe go down a level. Maybe, I don't know. I probably should have looked at these better, but I feel like this is going to be the funnest part, is just to get these guys and start an engine, maybe going with that. And then your main goal is to get, obviously, points, or reputation is what it's called over here. This is how you get, I guess, a big part of your reputation is getting these cards or fulfilling these parameters here and here. These are going to be how you basically retrieve for Turtle Lab. So this is going to be Turtle Lab oriented. This is going to be technology track oriented. In phase 2 of the game, you're going to be looking at this track here. This indicates what you do for phase 2. You evaluate the storm, and what that means is you'll look down here at the board and you'll see whoever has the majority of turtle bases in certain areas will... I'm sorry, this is how you get these things here. So if you have 3 turtle bases, you'll get a black, which is your color, and a yellow cube. If you have 2 turtle bases, let's take that one off. If I had 2 turtle bases, I would only get a yellow. If I only had 1, I would just get a cube of my color. And notice if you go forward, if you go all the way up to this 3rd sector, then you would get better stuff. The second thing is you're going to be looking at the majority. So here, whoever has the majority in each sector will get 1 point. This one here this is how you get control of the commander. We'll get these people, these commanders here. So if I was, and ignoring ties. So if 2 people were stuck at 2, then nobody would get this commander here. And that's how you get these cards here. Then the next thing is if somebody gained the first player marker, which is this guy over here. Sorry, back and forth. Whoever has this will get first player. And if there's multiple say there was multiple colors here, then whoever had this, let's say pink had it, it would shift everybody down a space. Let's say orange got it the next time, then pink gets shifted. And now everything's out of order. Like if you're sitting around a table, then it wouldn't go from clockwise. It wouldn't just go clockwise, basically. Then the fourth thing that you do is you switch the boards. So once this is all filled up, then this gets switched. Then over here, the last thing is you would turn the storm, and that's just simply and from what I understand, these three sectors are just ignored. They're invalid. They are void. And that's pretty much it. So that is Magnastorm. I hope you got a feel for the component quality and the idea behind what you're going to be doing throughout the game. Having two phases and accumulating and racing to get a certain amount of reputation points. What I really find interesting through all this is probably I really want to see how this is played out with people grabbing actions, taking certain actions with these guys, accumulating resources, paying resources to move your little scout guy and putting turtle bases out on the board. The whole area control element out here, generating resources through that area control. I just think that I've heard a lot of comparisons with Gaia Project. This is nothing like, it doesn't seem at all like Gaia Project. It feels like completely different. It's not like Blood Rage area control. You're not fighting for area control. You might just be putting guys out on the board. But not necessarily fighting, because even if you have the same amount or less than the majority, maybe you might miss out on one reputation point, but you still get resources based on how many turtles you have on the base, on the sector, excuse me. But I'm noticing, like, if you put 4 or more turtle bases out here, you don't get compensated as well. So that might be interesting to look at. And as this turns, you know, you might be placing heavily on area 1 in the first round, but then as this moves over and over and over, it gets, you know, negated. But then when it gets to the end of the game, you're going to be wanting to have turtle bases out here again, because then you're going to generate resources based on the very first things that you did in the game. And I just think that's kind of interesting. I really want to see how that's played out with the storm and with the action selection. Obviously I didn't talk about everything. You still have all these little markers here, which I am not sure where they go, but I know you use them over here on your track, and you're getting stuff, doing stuff that way. But also these little guys here, I'm interested to see what they all do. The researchers, what is it called? Manipulate, or not manipulating, but like modifying your actions that you take over here. So if your opponent's going to be taking this action, but they have maybe they have, you know, a certain modifier that they're going to take to maybe they go up on the track twice if they take, you know, one of these actions over here, so you want to block them before they get over there. And so that just seems kind of interesting. But then if you block them, are you really benefiting yourself if you take maybe a basic action as opposed to something that benefits you even more? So this seems really interesting to play out. And obviously the turtle bases, these are so cute. So I can't wait to put those guys out on the board. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed everything that you've seen, and come back for more. Magnastorm, I will try to put out another video, maybe in-depth version of how to play. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, like, whatever, and come back for more. All right, bye guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.